Hello, Cancers. Welcome to another open mind intuitive message. This message will be for the next 30 days. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. I'll say Cancer moons this time because Cancer is ruled by the moon. The Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Risings. What's going on with you guys for the next 30 days? Important message for Cancers. Jupiter is in your sign as of June of this year, and it will remain in your sign for about a year. Jupiter in Cancer. Spirit guides, what's going on with Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs the next 30 days? What do they need to know? We have confessions, unveiling, coming clean messages. Something has been weighing heavily on your heart and your conscience, and you want to get it off your chest. Either you're hearing a message from someone who's been thinking about you heavily, or you're going to be sharing information with somebody who you've been thinking about very heavily. Memories, somebody from your past, of course. Mercury's going retrograde. I'm reminiscing, dwelling, and bittersweet. I'm confessing your feelings to someone who you have not spoken to in a while, someone who you had a falling out with, or someone who you just, grew apart from. This person could be coming towards you, or you're going towards this person. Over the next 30 days, you could be hearing from somebody from your past. You're both thinking about each other. Oh, man. I just started hearing the song Memories by the Temptations. Ridiculous. What's going on for Cancers the next 30 days? Memories, okay? 7 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. You blocked this person. You blocked and rejected them. They were playing games. You were focused on your goals. You decided that this was not worth investing in anymore. This person was holding you back. There was passion here, but this person was a waste of your time. 4 of Cups. This is your energy, and you've decided to pursue your career. You could not control the outcome of the situation. You didn't feel safe here, and so you decided to invest in something that gave you security, that was achievable. You didn't think this could work out, so you walked away. 9 of Wands. Yeah, you walked away from this. This was a waste of your time. And the Page of Pentacles. You invested in your career, your business, in yourself, in your finances. This person wasn't giving you security, so you invested in something that gave you security. This person could be coming back to confess how they feel about you after a long period of no communication. One more, please, for Cancers. This is kind of cut and dry. Messenger of Fire, Knight of Wands. Ace of Wands. Yep, new beginning. Let's start over. 8 of Swords. You're like, do I want to do this again? Somebody may reach out for some intimacy, or they'll tell you they miss you or whatever. I don't know if you want to deal with this again. Queen of Pentacles, an earth sign. 2 of Cups, yeah. A message of love and affection from somebody from your past. Transformation, the Death card. This already ended. You were over it. It never got off the ground. It never got to 10. It just stayed at 2. And so instead of getting 8, well, you had the 8 of Swords and the 2 of Cups. You have to walk away from this because it wasn't going anywhere, and this person didn't make you feel safe. There was no reciprocity. There was no follow through. The relationship just kept spinning on its wheels. There was no movement, no groundedness. Now this person's offering you something more grounded, more stable, with the Page being upgraded to the Queen of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles becoming elevated in a sense. This person may have more money. They're doing better in their career, or you're doing better in your career. This person may come in once you start to see some changes in your personal life, and your finances, they'll just come back. I think that was a test by the universe to invest in yourself, invest in your own value, your own worth, and then this person will come back to you. I don't know if you want to deal with them though. I don't know if you want to deal with them. Honestly. Because they were playing games before, or they wasn't going anywhere. This wasn't going anywhere. It stayed at the page, like the beginning stages, 2 of Cups. So it never got a chance to get off the ground because of somebody's insecurities, other commitments, other nonsense going on. And so this person was a Knight of Wands going in and out of your life. No consistency, no follow through, no plans. Now they may be showing up as someone with more to offer. They went through a transformation, a big one. They may be realizing that they love you now, or they want to be with you. They could be confessing this. I don't know if you can trust them. I'm not sure. We'll find out with the other cards. Spirit guides, what's going on for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Risings? I'll say this. You guys will know what to do based on your experience with this person. And when you detached from them and you pulled away, you worked on yourself and your self-esteem so that now you're not easily fooled by or easily seduced by this person. Facade. Yeah, this person is putting up a facade. They may believe that they feel a certain way about you, but there's an ulterior motive. Miracle, completion, prayer. Why is this here? Self-worth, yes. This is where you are now. And so you walked away from this. This person was lying. Or they were putting up a front. Completion is the Death card, transformation, prayer, miracle. By miracle, what? The facade was, this person comes back. Miracle and facade. I don't like these 2 cards together because it gives me love bombing vibes. Like this person all of a sudden shows up as everything you've ever wanted after you walked away from them. But they were just not acting right when you were together. Or when you gave them a chance, they weren't acting right or doing right. So it's like you don't trust them. And for good reason. Mysticism. You don't trust them for good reason. I get the sense that this could be the devil tempting you back into your old self. So you guys have elevated in some way. You've leveled up mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. You've leveled up, and this could be another test with the facade and mysticism card and miracle and completion and prayer. This could be another test, and your intuition may tell you this, that you might not be able to trust this person based on your experience with them. They may think that they've changed, but I think that this person has issues that has nothing to do with you. So the reason why you guys did not work out before is because of the issues that they're dealing with still, and that has nothing to do with that. Like whatever they've worked on, it's not going to change the outcome of this, in my opinion. They may have worked on their money. They may realize they love you and whatever, but they're not willing to do the work to heal whatever it was that caused you guys to break up in the first place. So you've disconnected. I feel like you're being tempted by some other forces. It's a test. There's nothing tangible here. Facade, miracle, prayer, mysticism. This is all 12th house energy. This is not something that this is not something that will give you a return on your investment. You can't grow in this situation. I'm seeing all 12th house energy. Now the self-worth is here. This is your self-worth. Do you love yourself enough to avoid dealing with this again? It's like you loved this person in the past. You were willing to sacrifice your integrity or your morals or your principles or your standards for this person to no avail. It was worth nothing. Now you've healed and they're back to do what? They're back to test you. They may believe that they've changed, but they haven't. And I think you know this. Spirit guides, please continue the message for the Cancers, please. They may think they've changed, but they have not. More advice, please, for Cancers. What else do they need to know? What's going on with Cancers, please? What else do you guys need to know? Someone that I used to know. White, fresh mindset. The Fool, playful, keep an open mind, be flexible, innocent, and adaptive. New beginner mindset. Party, celebration, food and drink, feed your body well, health and abundance, feeding your soul, food for thought. Food for thought. It's like you're doing good without them. You're doing good without this person. So they're going to come back as if nothing happened. And that's a big red flag. They don't want to acknowledge what they've done. This is like love bombing. So you go from like whatever you were doing in the past, you're disconnected in some way. You've gone through the healing process, haven't heard from them in months or years. They come back as if nothing happened. That's a red flag, because they're not going to take accountability for what happened before and why you ended up here in the first place. So you're doing good, and it's like they want to celebrate your victories with you. But the reason why you went through the struggle in the first place partially was because of how they treated you. So they treated you a certain way that forced you to heal. Now you're doing better. You've elevated. You've glowed up, and they want to be a part of this. They want to enjoy the festivities with you as if they were shooting with you in the gym, as if they've contributed to this. They have in their own way, but them being an F-boy or F-girl or player was the reason why you had to glow up. You had to put up boundaries because they were going to disrespect you and violate you if you didn't have any. And so now you're at the point where you're really doing well. You're celebrating life. You're happy. This person comes in to do what? They come in to say, I'm back. And they want a welcoming party because they're back. This is like love bombing. You may have been receptive to them in the past, very open to them, very attentive, nurturing, caring. Bounce. Gratitude. Be happy, grateful, great attitude. Life can't keep you down. Bounce back. That's what happened to you. You bounce back. Not because of them. No thanks to them. They kind of left you hanging. And so you were like, cool, I'm going to do me. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to take care of my money, my business, my health, my well-being. And now they want to come back to do what? Feed off of you again? Spirit guys, what's happening for the collective of Cancers the next 30 days? You may find somebody is trying to bounce back in your life. Unlovable. Practice radical self-acceptance and love yourself with all your flaws. Self-worth. Yes, that's what you have dealt with. Rejection. Build your confidence by dating a lot and find out what people like about you. And that's essentially what you dealt with this person. They rejected you in the past. And by them rejecting you, they forced you to learn how to love yourself. Okay? Hiding feelings. You need to express how you feel to the one you love to see how they feel in return. Be honest about how they made you feel. But they're also hiding their feelings. Or they won't tell you the truth about everything that's happening. How are you confessing and hiding feelings? Well, the reason why you have to confess the reason why they have to confess is because they were hiding their feelings the whole time. Okay, so they were hiding their feelings, and then what? Now what? That means that they're a good partner? That they're compatible with you, that you guys can build together? I don't know. I don't trust this person. I'm not saying that they're all bad and they're evil, but use your discernment, please. Hold on a second. Let me just get this burning. I need some sage, because I'm not liking the vibe. hiding feelings. Yeah, this person is very cryptic. They withhold information to control you, to see how you react, to manipulate you, to play games. They won't tell you certain things when they're supposed to say them or when you want them to say them, because they're trying to control you in some way. Or if they do tell you certain things, it's only to get a certain reaction or response out of you. It's very manipulative energy. So now you're going to confess how you feel about the person. I love you, want to be with you. After what? With no explanation as to what happened in the past, why you went ghost before, why things didn't work out before. It's almost like they expect you to welcome them with open arms just because they tell you how much they care about you. What happened before? Why did this person have to block you? Why did you have to block this person? Why were they playing games before? Have they dealt with those issues? I don't know, Cancer. I would make this person prove themselves to you. I wouldn't just jump into their arms and say, oh, I'm so happy you're back. No. You may have wanted them to come back. You may have prayed for it in some way, and it's a miracle, whatever, because you let them go. They're coming back from the dead, I guess. Because you pretty much let this go. You've grieved this already. Now they're back because you let it go. And now you're like, okay, well, what's the point of you coming back if you're not going to tell the truth? They're going to confess something, but I think they're still hiding the whole story. They're not telling you the whole story. So while they were ghosting you or when they weren't communicating with you, were they with someone else, right? Were they giving to someone else what they could not give to you? And now all of a sudden you're back because what? The other thing didn't work out? Find out why they were gone and who they were with while they were gone. This person may triangulate, may monkey branch. They can't be single. It's annoying. I would not trust this person at face value, guys. I would not. Because they're only confessing because they were hiding information before. So they were hiding information to manipulate you. Essentially. Right? And they may have had other people that they were involved with too. So this person's messy. I don't know, guys. I would be careful. All right, Cancers. Thank you for listening. Look forward to your feedback. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon.